Is this thing on? What's up, Frank? Dive Deeper says Richard Allen's house is up for sale. I mean, I did kind of call that. I wonder if some of the activity that was being filed from the defense on Richard Allen's behalf had to do with making sure he was part of those dealings, selling the house, possible bankruptcies, things like that. But today's going to be super chill. I put together a new slideshow. I have one article from Fox 59. Seems to have the most information as far as the expected release of Delphi documents. And then other than that, we're just going to hang out. I found some new music for the channel. Those details will be in the description. Hey, Louise. Hey, Diamonds. Boston Christian. Good to see you guys. There you go, Frank. Dropped a link there in the chat. C says they don't speak about the ski mask guy, but to me, if true, whoever that was can be the missing piece. Yeah, and I don't argue about that either. It's a real thing. Good to see you, Melissa, Gail, Jerry, Mara Barley. What up? Yeah, we're chilling, Don. We're just gonna hang out. There you go, tattoo. Now you're getting it. What's up, Kiwi? Shout out to NorCal. What's up, Kevin? All right, maybe 3. Around the 4-hour mark. We might take a 30-second intermission. Oh, what? Pictures online of the interior. Somebody want to send me a link to my email? We'll pop that up if you have it. Send it to sleuthintuition@gmail.com. Hey, Seashore. What's up, Frank?
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Shit, been dealing with the damn stomach bug for the last few days, but staying on top of Delphi. But I just wanted to come on for a minute, man, because of the situation with the documents. I've been getting a lot of comments in my post and everything, and I just want to explain some things to people when it comes to Judge Gull. Yeah, people, I know you're frustrated because the documents haven't been released or anything yet, but you've got to understand that when everything's moved over from Carroll County to Allen County, they've got clerks working on everything. They've got to go through every document. They got to redact, and then it's got to be sent forward to the judge, who's got to review everything to make sure everything is correct. But you also got to remember, the judge made it very clear in the hearing back on the 15th that she is working 60 murder trials right now. She's proceeding, and she presented to the court her court calendar, which in my estimation was about 3 or 4 inches thick. So I understand why the documents haven't been released, because she just doesn't have the time right now to go through everything, especially working a murder case right now. So I need everybody to be patient. There's like 3 or 4 of us that are staying on top of this. And if I can't get to it before anybody else, you got Aston Connor, I'm sure Fig's on top of it. But just remember, guys, the judge is real busy and she can't get to what everybody wants when they want it done. So everybody just needs to be patient. These documents are going to get released. It might not be this week. It might not be next week, but they're going to get released, people. So just be patient with the courts right now, guys. You got to understand the position the judge is in right now. So, and she did make a comment during the hearing that she's got a couple judges that are her superiors that owe her favors. And I don't know if she's went to them and asked them to help her out on some of her cases or what she's done, but we just have to sit back and wait, guys. So I understand the frustrations, but once again, you got to understand how the court works. And this is just what's going on right now, guys. So, and that's all I had to say, Sleuth, to let everybody know what was actually going on with this, because I actually talked with John from the clerk's office this morning about it, and he explained to me basically what was going on. So
appreciate that.
Okay. And I just want to let everybody know. Everybody be patient. I'm on top of it. Anytime I get anything, you guys know I spread the word as quickly as possible to keep everybody updated. So just pay attention to what's going on, and I'll have more information when it comes out, guys.
Thanks, Frank.
All right, guys. Take care. I'm in the chat, guys.
Well, that was nice of Frank for calling in. Thank you for that. Let's see. Let's go to the next track here, and then I'll give you my opinion on that. See, the first one was titled Sneaky Club from Evasion. The second one I played was Halizna from Halizna Patreon, titled From the Sky. That one was dope. Actually, we'll play that one again. So yeah, Frank was basically stating, hey, the judge is very busy. See, I'm not of that opinion. Kimberly, thank you so much for sending that email. I'm just waiting for it to load on my actual desktop. For some reason, it's not coming through yet. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah, let's put this up on screen here. Thank you for sending that, Kim. Shout out to Ruckus. What's up, Ruckus? Hey, feel free to use that link, man, if you want to call in. Anybody for that matter. But my opinion is that the judge needs to hurry up on those documents. If they're not being sealed, and they've already waited this long, I would like to get Greenlee's opinion on this. Yeah, what is that? Is that the fire pit there? That's where they were digging. That's interesting. Yeah, there's your fire pit. Crazy. I wonder if that's what gave him away. Katie says the listing for the house says all the furniture could be included. Holy crap. Somebody better get on that. Specifically the sheriff's department. I mean, how much could it be to buy the place? Yeah, see, that's the fire pit. So it must have looked something like that before the images that we received on it. Wow. That's weird. Here's the inside. Thank you so much, Rescue. The bloodlust. Pretty interesting. Little one says this delay will raise questions. This is not good. I just don't like the fact that they're saying, oh, well, she's too busy for the Delphi case. You know, judges and attorneys, they know what it means to sit there for 12 hours and go through everything. These documents are nothing for them. She could have gone through that in an hour. We're going to talk about that. The article that I have has specific numbers on what documents we can expect to be released. So I thought it would be probably the best thing to go over. So right now we're just kind of hanging out. Let's go. We have, I think, 2 more instrumentals, and then we'll start over again. This one is Fignomo called Blue Lola. I really like this one. A gateway. What is that? A gateway? Is that where you like use one PC and it leads to the other? You become a gamer or something? Gail has a question. Could the link between Richard Allen and Ron Logan be CVS and the meds? I don't know. I didn't know there was a connection to Richard Allen and Ron Logan. That'd be very interesting if there was. For sure. I would like to speak to the complaint department, please. All right, give me a second. Hello, this is the complaint department. Yeah, I'm the manager too, Stefan. How about that? Don't be putting that on nobody, Don. Better take that back. Putting curses in my chat and whatnot. Chris says, I heard that Richard Allen confessed. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what to expect if and when Fran Gold decides, hey, I'm going to actually look at these documents and release them. Or she already has, and she's just maybe going through some kind of waiting for somebody to maybe transcribe them. You know, maybe she already did her part. Now she's waiting on somebody else. I mean, I wouldn't expect Judge Gold to be out there with a black Sharpie doing redactions, you know? Hope not. All right, here's the last one. It's by Kirk Osamayo. It's called Fleur. Fleur. French. Like La Fleur. Stephanie says releasing evidence could taint a jury pool. Well, it's not evidence, it's public information that's not being released to the public. It's not legally sealed. So there's no reason why the public should still be waiting for that information. Especially when you have people like Nicholas McClelland saying, hey, we believe other people are involved. And they let the CVS shift manager go free for 6 years, who was in walking distance of not only where Kelsey worked, but the sheriff's office. So, maybe I'm the only one that's concerned about that. The man shed. Wait, did they show it? I didn't see it on here. I didn't see the man shed. Let me go through these images again. I'll put them on the screen again right now. Nope, didn't see any man shed. Yeah, so I took this little ambient, I don't know how you want to call it, a piece. It's going to be for the next Insomnia crew. Yeah, this would be a good freestyle beat right here. And it is. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some more coffee. Hey, Cindy. Thanks for the super chat. Let me see if I have that image the neighbor sent Fox. So, I mean, it's definitely a fire pit. We know that now. Dang, I had an image of it too. I wonder what I did with it. Yeah, I must have misplaced that image. I have it. It's somewhere. All right, let's pause that music here. So I grabbed a couple pieces of information. This one's from Fox 59. This one's from Fox 59. This one here is from 95.3 MNC. It's like a radio station out there in Indiana. I'm sure you guys know what that is. Beach Fairy says, I'd love to know how reliable the source of the whole TK and KA going to school together thing, because that's pretty interesting if they did actually hang out. Where I personally found that information is online. You can go ahead and pull up the school information and go ahead and punch in the year. So if you know the year they graduated, or probably, that 3-year stretch, you can probably pinpoint it. It's my understanding they bounced from North Miami, like Kathy, um, Richard Allen. They bounced from North Miami to Peru, which is a pretty far school because it's closer to Denver, Indiana. But I don't know like what years those schools were built. I don't know if people were going to certain schools for their own reasons. Maybe they were considered to be living in Peru, but maybe living closer to another school. I don't know. So I don't know the validity of that, but that's where I was able to find the information. I don't know how true it is. But let's see what 95.3 had to say. Special Judge Fran Gull, who is presiding in the Delphi Murders case, made a few decisions in the case this week. Judge Gull ruled Thursday suspect Richard Allen's mental health records from the Indiana Department of Corrections must continue to be disclosed to the defense team. The IDOC says it stopped remote filming of Allen's meetings with his attorneys. Gull is also holding the jury selection process in Allen County, even though the trial will take place in January in Carroll County. So I wonder if that's why she's so busy. I wonder if she's busy doing that, and then she's like, then I'll go ahead and get to these documents. So we know that the jury trial has been scheduled, so I wonder if she's getting that all figured out. That sounds like a headache. But I'm sure that's why they gave her the job, because she's out there in Allen County, and they're going to pull him from Allen County, right? Hey, Big Fish. Beach Fairy says delaying. Yeah, this could be some kind of delay tactic. I mean, that last hearing was pretty big. You have talk of Richard Allen making confessions and things. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? He could have already spilled the beans about everything. Judge Gall's like, I'm not wasting my time releasing documents when we got it, the guy coming clean, and then, somebody else can go ahead and deal with that because this case is pretty much over. What's up, Chopper? They have closed the police station in my town today. Today, somebody handed a World War II grenade. Oh, hell nah. Like, hey, I found this in the water. Gotta go somewhere else with that. Stephanie's asking, what's the connection to Duvall? Nothing other than the fact that he was put in a lineup by Web Sleuth, and some of the actual witnesses that are named in the probable cause affidavit pointed him out, saying, hey, that's not the guy, but that's the closest I've ever seen. And if you put him side by side to Richard Allen, they look like brothers. C says, I heard it is now a misdemeanor in Indiana to say Ron Logan is bridge guy. Under an annoyance law. Nice. Yeah, it is annoying. Did he have something to do with the murders? I don't know. Maybe like behind the scenes? Yeah. But in my opinion, there's no way he's that guy on the bridge. Not even close, if you ask me. But that's the crazy thing we deal with, right? Human perception. we're all looking at the world and it's different for everybody. Technically, we can all argue, about everything. The color purple. No. Can argue about that. A little one says, Sleuth Intuition, if these docs aren't sealed, why does she even have to go over them? Because they were kind of like, it's like they were sealed, but nobody requested them to be sealed. It was almost like they put it in a default mode to be sealed when really nobody had placed the order, nobody did it legally, because nobody really had standing for that. And thankfully, we had somebody like Kevin Greenlee from the Murder Sheet be like, "Hey guys, come with me." He's like holding our hands, like, "This is what you do. This is how you get your documents." So we appreciate that. But if it wasn't for him, they would have just remained in a default mode, just kept being sealed, kept being sealed. And that's what we're going to read right now. They actually talk about how many documents they went through, what they're going through. Little one, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Rescue all the dogs with the super chat. Keep up the great work and great job staying out of the commotion. We're all tired of the noise. You got it. Well, people are never going to be tired of the noise. They eat it up. And unfortunately, some people know that. And that's why they make noise. What's up, Optometrist Prime? I like that name. Clever. Can't please everybody, Ann. I remember last time they released docs, there was even a petition to keep sealed. Yeah, and it's almost like things have changed. And I wonder if Richard Allen is confessing to things, to details that only the killer would know. And he's kind of taking investigators down a path where maybe there aren't others involved. Maybe he's able to explain away the things that they have on the table that make them think. They're like, hey, this is why we think others are involved. Can you explain this? Maybe Richard Allen's able to do that. So now, McClelland's not going to make a fuss because maybe he no longer, and this is what I would like to know, does McClelland still believe that others are involved? And the only reason I want to see these documents is because I want to see any information about that. I feel like they just really don't care about the public. They let the CVS shift manager, who apparently is now their main suspect in a double homicide, just interact with the public and the law enforcement. I just don't get it. That's the part that's really kind of scary for me. And then for McClelland to come out and say, hey, others are involved. Okay. Is this another CVS employee? Should I stop going to the CVS? Should I go, get my prescription somewhere else? Is it the guy working at McDonald's? Like, who is this person? Kevin says, what does the Native American drawing have to do with Delphi? That is the logo for North Miami Senior High School. So I'm hoping it kind of triggers somebody like locally. So if anybody has like photos between, I would say 1997 and 1991 of Peru, Mexico, Denver, Indiana, those areas, 2nd Street, between 87 and 91, that'd be awesome. If you can go take a look and see if you can see anything interesting. And you could be right about them just being super cautious. I mean, there's got to be an explanation for it. Things can change, you know. Like I said, at the same point in time that they were announcing they were going to release these documents, there was a lot going on. You know, there could have been a lot more that has happened. But let's go ahead and let's get into this article here. Indiana prosecutors and defense attorneys last week said Delphi murder suspect Richard Allen made incriminating statements against himself while incarcerated. So you have the prosecutor and Richard Allen's defense team saying, hey, yeah, he did make those statements. Nobody's denying that. Authorities arrested Allen, 50, in October of 2022 in connection with the February 13, 2017 killing of Liberty German and Abby Williams while they were on a popular hiking trail in Delphi. All right. And this is in quotes. He has made incriminating statements implicating himself in the crime. This is from Allen's defense attorney, Bradley Rosie, said at the beginning of last week's hearing. Rosie added, however, that his client's statements were inconsistent and reliable because Allen's mental health is apparently deteriorating in prison. The defense attorney is pushing for Allen to be transferred from the Westville Correctional Facility to Cass County Corrections Jail. Allen's defense team filed a motion in April saying the conditions under which Mr. Allen has been forced to endure are akin to that of a prisoner of war, which included a photo of the double murder suspect in which he appears to have lost a significant amount of weight. Allen is on suicide watch and has been placed on isolation at prison, where his attorneys say he is living in a 6-foot by 10-foot cell no longer than that of a dog kennel and sleeping on a pad on a concrete floor. We know that none of that is true. Meanwhile, prosecutor Nick McClelland said during the June 15th hearing that Allen confessed to the murders 5 or 6 times to multiple people while incarcerated. Rosie also said Allen did not tell the same consistent story to everyone he apparently confessed to. According to Kevin Greenlee, an attorney and co-host of the Murder Sheet podcast, which has been following the Delphi case. So he's made admissions, but they're not consistent. So I don't know what that means. And here, this is a list that I pulled from Fox 59 that they posted, I think, yesterday. However, it appeared dozens of documents related to the case would be released this week. Gull said the court was reviewing more than 130 court filings. She initially anticipated they would be released last week, but the review of those documents apparently took longer than anticipated. Documents under review include the unredacted probable cause affidavit, search warrant and search warrant return, motions regarding Allen's pretrial incarceration, and mental health history and examinations and evidentiary challenges. Some documents include Allen's mental health records and privileged communications with his attorneys and wife will remain under seal. The release of additional information in the case was spurred by the request of Kevin Greenlee. So that's what you can expect. And we know that on the search, let's see, they were using a metal detector or sonar around the shed or flower bed, and we just looked at that. Law enforcement was bringing out items from the house. 2 large bundles of dark colored cloth. Brought out a Macy's shopping bag, a shoebox, a small stack of books. Said they were thin books, not thick like encyclopedia books. And we remember Richard Allen had one of those books in the car. It looked like a crossword puzzle. it sounds like either they don't know this person, or if they do know the other actors involved, they may be on the run. They don't want to scare them. That makes sense to me. Hey, the Rockaways. Maybe the delay is so Cletus has a few more weeks to find the other actors involved. That could, you might be right. Maybe he was like, okay, you gave me the time that I asked for. I just need one more week. We finally got this guy talking. Let me go ahead and just give me a week, hold off the bloodlusters for a week or two. Yeah, I could see that. C says, Sleuth, what is your theory on the ski mask guy? Supposedly this kicked off the whole investigation. Are they even investigating this? I don't know if it kicked off the whole investigation, but I damn sure believe it confirmed it. They're like, okay, we really have something here. This is confirming it. This incident is connected to that, and that is connected to this murder for sure. I think they've gone out of their way to protect it, but I do believe if Kagan Klein and the Anthony Shots are involved in any way, their connection is the person who was involved in the ski mask incident. So if you're a person who just committed a double homicide and you know that the only way they can tie it to you is this guy who's committing, who's online catfishing girls, you're going to go to him and you're going to say, hey, look, how are you connected? Is there any way that this could lead back to you? And if this person says, well, yeah, it can, because the way that I knew the victim is through this girl. Okay, the killer's going to be like, all right, well, all I got to do is kill her too. I silenced them. I got one more to go. So they could have been there to kind of take care of loose ends, I guess. That's a big what if, but that's just my opinion. Kevin says, if Richard Allen is a lone wolf, Doug Carter is clueless. I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with, can we prosecute this guy? Double jeopardy. I think they're going according to schedule. They're like, we'll give it 5.5 to 6 years, and then we're going to roll the dice. Hey, Adolfo Ortiz, in regard to the mental health records, is the judge giving rights to the defense to all of his medical records? I don't know. Definitely not the one to ask for that. Maybe somebody in the chat can answer that for you, Adolfo. All right, guys, got about 5 minutes. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, participating in the chat. And if you're catching that replay, just drop a comment. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Tawny Montanta. Has anybody heard when the docks will be unsealed? Yeah, I'm hearing that it's been delayed another 7 days. So I'm assuming that means maybe Monday, but I don't know. Good point, Big Fish. I think lucid. Well, I don't know if lucid is the right word, but I think I know what you meant. Might be the right word. Made sense to me. You mean kind of back to normal, where he knows what he's saying, he knows where he's at, he has all his faculties. Later, Optometrist Prime. Peace. Thanks for hanging out. I wouldn't be surprised, see. I haven't seen anything significant. But if Kagan and the Anthony Shots profile are connected to this crime, I think that it could be somebody similar to a Tony Klein. Somebody that Kagan is around a lot. You know, somebody that he may not have a lot of interactions with, but who he may communicate with, may feel the need to show off, may have an opportunity to provide access to some of these accounts. There's just not a lot of evidence other than what we know from the Keegan Klein trial. And we're not going to know more until that's complete. Good news is Keegan Klein is talking with the prosecutor, so maybe that will bear fruit. I don't know. Thank you, Cindy. You too, GP. Thanks for hanging out. All right, guys, that's all the time I have for you this morning. I may or may not catch you later this evening. We'll see. But I do appreciate each and every one of you, especially those who are keeping this channel moving, like Cindy and Little One and Rescue All the Dogs. Shout out to you guys for donating to the channel. What's up, Digi? Peace out, Beach Fairy. Later, Big Fish. You got it, Kevin. Thanks for hanging out, Sparky.